Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Bring it around.
Where are they, team?
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
One.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And Stills bringing it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
61. Matchbox. Light. Alert 3.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, it's Grant, and he'll get this down only to the 18. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mariota from the gun on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Watch the whip.
He may try and run for this. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Playing. 50, come on. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Check that. DC. Hey, look, 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And an alley to run. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they may very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
On first down, here's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Louis, Ric Flair. Hey, wahoo!
They run with Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now gone. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll toss it to Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 180. Rush in. Slam. Hatchet. Value three.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Aaron Lynch, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Bullock's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
22, check Barber.
Where 18?
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
He can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the Steelers' 47-yard line.
Let him know. Watch the eye.
One.
Check 50.
Three.
Why? Who?
On second and 12, Mariota. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mariota now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You'd think, a guy of his caliber. So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
From the red zone now, Mariota. It's complete. Stills. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
It's been a long day for you. Check 50. Check 50.
One.
51 Mike.
Man, that's good.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marcus Mariota with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
This is Breida. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Here's Gone. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They are going for it. Gone. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Good coverage that time by Derwin James. The Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is gone. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. So on the big tight end, Holden.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without Holden.
A pass there, complete to Westbrook. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now it's gone. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
It's a gain of 4. 50
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Whirling.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
On the handoff, this is Breida. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Steelers.
Here we go. Like 20. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. Press it.
On first down, gone. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Matt Breida. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Shell.
Come to my world.
What's that?
Show it up. Say.
Do
Begin.
hard ball.
Slam.
5.
They run it with Breida. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Where are they, team?
Pilot 64, weak.
3.
Alpha.
A first down throw for Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Stills the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this throw caught left side. 12 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill. 80 weapon.
They will run with Grant. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Get it, baby. Get it.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Rip right. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
One.
Recon 132 fight. 51. Mike 51.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there. First down.
Keep playing.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mike 56. I'm going back to you. Shit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Mike 1. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Spawn. No.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check three. Switch. Check undercut.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Lift.
Now a give to Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We go tonight. 180.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We go tonight. 120.
On the delay, here's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Hey, let's get that ball, Let's get that ball right here. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 25, check.
3.
51, Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Check safety.
1.
51's the mark.
Mariota now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 33-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Everson Griffin. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Ric Flair.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Two. Turbo set.
Out of the gun. Gone. The open man is Westbrook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
Super one.
Watch the zip.
Turbo set.
On first down, it's gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Breida on a toss left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run again with Breida. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just 1 final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Shoot. 3. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Three. 51, Mike. I 7. Let's go. Go, Mike 51.
One last shot now for Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the